this is my husband, Frank. I are charmed.
Take the next right onto Munster Road.
I know what you're gonna say, Weezy. How come the drinks ain't ready yet? I'll explain it to you later. Just play along. Make yourselves comfortable, everybody. Drinks are coming up.
Good. I'll have champagne.
What?
There's a bottle of refrigerator on the second shelf.
In 200 yards, at the roundabout, continue straight onto Munster Road, A3219.
Oh, he'll be down in a minute. He had to go back upstairs and change his suit. Why? It got wrinkled coming down in the elevator. And he's so sedity.
You finished making the drinks, Weezy? I'll get the door.
Why don't you let Florence get it?
Because she went home.
In 100 yards, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Lily Road, A3218.
You can't get no sicker than that. I got here as quick as I could, sir. Oh, great, come on. Frank and Jean, this is Tom Willis, my old buddy.
Oh, pleased to meet you. And of course you remember.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto Fulham Palace Road, A219.
Oh, yes, of course. Hello, my darling. George, I would like to talk to you in the kitchen.
Then right onto Fulham Palace Road, A219.
Yes, sir. I'll have a scotch and soda, sir.
Sir. Oh, that's a little private joke. Tom has such a great sense of humor.
Well, I guess he needs it. Like we did when we first got married. 15 years ago.
Yeah, feels just like 20. How long have you two been married?
18 years.
Which is it?
25 years.
Actually, they're both right. You see, they were married 25 years ago, and then after 18 years, they had a second wedding. Like me and Weezy did. Remember Weezy?
Yeah, and I must have been crazy to do it.
I'm getting some work done. Enough of that.
No, I think second weddings are very romantic.
I was talking about the first one.
Well, what do you do, Willis?
I'm a doorman.
Dorman Publications. He's a publisher.
Oh, I've never heard of them. What kind of books do you publish?
The books people read. That's the best kind.
What are some of your titles?
I don't have any titles. Just call me Mister.
He needs book titles.
Oh, of course we give all our books titles, otherwise people wouldn't know what to ask for when they went.
I remember when Frank and I first started out in business. Whew, the opposition we met. Has your marriage caused any problems with your company?
No, I've never had any marriage problems.
From the look on your wife's face, I don't think she quite agrees with that. What are you thinking, Helen? I'm thinking, how come I ain't had none of that champagne yet?
Are you sure you want to drink, Helen dear?
I'm positive, honey.
But you know it's bad for your headache.
Continue on A219 for 3/4 of a mile.
I'll have another scotch and soda, old buddy.
The Jeffersons are always so hospitable.
Hospitable.
Hi, everybody.
Hospital. You remember Frank Howard?
Oh, yeah, hi.
And that's his wife, Jean.
Well, how do you do? Hey, before...
You don't have time to talk to your in-laws. Jenny called.
What?
Jenny called and dinner's ready.
But, Pop, why's Florida?
Shame on you, Lionel, keeping your wife waiting like that.
But, Pop,
Oh, my goodness. I'm just training him to be a good son-in-law. Your Jenny deserves the best.
Thank you, Georgie, dear.
Okay, now, where were we?
In the middle of making your good friend Tom a drink.
Oh, yeah. Then you can all join me in a toast.
To what?
To the big deal me and Frank are going to make, right, Frank?
Right, George. We got a deal.
Great!
But I still doesn't have no champagne.
Coming right up, Helen, dear. You deserve it.
Doorbell, Louise.
Thank you, Helen. Remind me to talk to you tomorrow about hiring a new maid.
Hello, Louise.
Oh, what are you two doing back?
We just bumped into Lionel.
Here's the champagne. Wrong year.
George, I think you ought to have the pleasure of making the introductions.
Oh, you must be Mr. and Mrs. Howard. That's right. I'm Florence Johnston. It's Jefferson's maid.
You are? Oh, yes, it sure is.
And I'm Ralph. I work in the building.
And I don't know who I am.
I just stopped by to see if you needed any help throwing that big party.
What big party?
The big bash you're throwing for the Willis's anniversary next week.
I ain't throwing no party for no Wilson's anniversary.
Really? And after all they've just done for you?
And you don't want them to stop, do you?
Well, maybe just a little party.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Willis. I hope we didn't spoil the surprise.
Ain't nothing gonna surprise me after tonight. But what a very nice thing to do for your friend's anniversary.
Oh, George is like that. And he was just kidding about the little party. When George does something, he goes all the way. Don't you, George?
Yep,
He's renting a private dining room.
I am.
Hiring an orchestra, right?
And he's inviting all the Willis's friends.
All of it.
And the best caterer in town.
A lot of champagne.
In 200 yards, slide left onto King Street, A315. Slide left onto King Street, A315.
The Jeffersons was videotaped in front of a studio audience.
Mrs. Jefferson, I'm Florence Johnson, the agency secretary.
Oh, yes, come in. This is my husband.
10 o'clock on the dot.
Oh, I believe in being prompt, Mr. Jefferson. I always say I ain't got no right to waste time with other people's vehicles.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto Studland Street, A315.
Felicia thinks Mr. Bentley wants to marry her.
Where did she ever get a dumb idea like that? Oh, direct from the factory.
Look, Florence, we don't need your 2 cents.
You need all the sense you can get.
Hey! What are you doing with that apple?
I was thinking of going fishing tomorrow, and I'm looking for a worm.
I mean, do you have to eat while you're working?
Don't worry, I can do two things at the same time.
I don't want you to do two things at the same time.
Okay, you're the boss.
Put the apple away.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
What are you doing home so early?
I got a business appointment coming up here. An advertising guy.
Ooh, I wouldn't trust one of them.
Who asked you?
I wouldn't believe nothing them advertising folks say, especially in them commercials.
Look, you just get back to work. Advertising is good for business.
All I know is none of them detergents ever turned my hands soft and white.
Will you shut the damn thing off?
You told me to get back to work.
Do it someplace else.
I already did this someplace else.
Florence, why don't you put on some coffee?
Anything you say, Miss Jefferson.
Turn right onto Studland Street, A315, then turn left onto Glenthorne Road.
Florence, how are you? All right.
Wait, please. Mr. George Jefferson.
I know who I am.
Miss Jefferson,
Yes, Florence.
which one do you think is soft?
This one.
It may be soft, but at least it ain't hollow.
You have to excuse my maid. Every time she opens her mouth, her brain takes a coffee break.
Take the next left onto Glenthorne Road, then turn right onto Dorling Road.
Now, what did you say needed dusting?
Never mind the dusting. We can use a couple of drinks. Scotch?
Right.
That's very good, Mr. Jefferson. You keep changing your mind like that, and someday, maybe you'll end up with one that...
Turn right onto Dorling Road,
Maybe
B408.
I'll end up with a maid at work.
I doubt it, because it ain't easy working in all this heat.
What heat?
All that hot air coming out your mouth.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Goldfield Road, A402.
Would y'all like to celebrate your big business deal with a bottle of champagne? There's one open in the kitchen.
Florence, I fired you.
I know. That's what I'm celebrating.
What are you still doing here?
I had to finish my cleaning. Ain't no sense to Miss Jefferson suffering because you such a meanie. And such a bad speller, too.
Say what?
You spelled your name wrong. That check ain't no good.
What are you talking about? It says George Jefferson playing his day.
That's what I mean. It should say George Pigeon.
Say what?
That's what his partner called you on the telephone just now. And I know, because I was listening.
Come on, Florence, it's time to go.
All right,
Well, hurry up, woman.
Think I'm ready to travel?
Sure, your broom's in the closet.
George.
Florence, you look very, colorful. Why, thank you, Jenny.
In 50 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Askew Road, B408.
Mr. Jefferson, you had no call to talk to my friend like that.
And you have no call to shout at my husband like that.
That's right, because I ain't the one that did something wrong.
Are you saying I did?
Well, if the shoe fits, step in it.
You better get one thing straight, honey. Just because TJ spent the night here don't mean something happened.
He was in your bedroom.
Well, so was the TV set and the dressing table, but they wasn't in bed with me neither.
That part's none of our business anyway, George.
Oh, yes, it is. I don't want any of
Take
that
the next
part of
right
this
onto
part.
Lacefield Road, then
It's
turn left to
none
stay
of
on
our
Greenside
business.
Road.
If I was you, I'd listen to my wife. When it comes to brains in this family, you outvoted. 1-0.
And when it comes to nerves, you can carry the whole country.
George, we are not here to judge Florence's morals.
What morals? Look, I'm here to get me some breakfast, which her boy